Hello, everyone. And by popular request, we are going to do two questions from the 3.2 homework. This stuff is not due until this next coming Monday, right? And we basically got done with the chapter 3 stuff, but going back at any moment is okay. You tell me, hey, Chad, I want to know more about this, and I want to do it with you guys. So this is a perfect opportunity. And if y'all have any others, just tell me. What I also want to do is pull up a blank page because I need to like show you like blank paginess too. And then here we go. So this is number 8, and then we're going to do number 14. Hello. So it says IQ test has a mean of this and a standard deviation that. So what percentages between this and that, blah, blah, blah. And they're talking about empirical rule essentially. So let me show you how we're going to do this. It's very simple. If I do a bell curve, and I'm going to draw the best bell curve I've ever done in my whole life. Oh, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. Yeah. So right down the middle is where I have basically the 100 mean. And then they're saying that I need to add 15 or subtract 15 to get to the other standard deviations, the other cutoff points. And so if I were adding or subtracting 15, y'all tell me what numbers should I expect here? 34, 85, and the plus would be 115. Very good. Thank you. If I do it again, 34%. You're correct. Now I'm remembering. Okay, so if I'm doing it again, I would get what over here? What do I get? 70. Cool. And then on this side would be 130. Sweet. Last one, because I think they're going to ask. Way over here, if I'm going to minus 15 more, I get sweet. And then finally add it. 145. You're right. Okay, cool. So those are the scores, IQ scores. And basically 99.7% of people are between 55 and 145. Okay, sweet. So then, at this point, we're wanting to know what percentages go in there, and you already said it was 34. So let's do that some more. So these are 34% for both. Whoa! Are you okay? We're good. You didn't hear that. Here we go. So 34, 34. Do y'all remember what goes in right here and on this side? I'll tell you, 13.5 and 13.5. And then way over here is 2.35, and way over here is 2.35. One last one from the middle on either direction is 50-50, which we might use here in a minute. So with that in mind, I'm going to now answer the questions. But it's almost as if I have to draw all of that just to make it work. Are y'all feeling me on this? Is that okay? No? No, I can pause. Oh, yeah, I got one yes in the back. One yes means a yes. We're good? So it says, what percentage is between 70 and 130? So I'm going to go to my picture now, and let's use green. 70 all the way to 130. And see, they're wanting all of this. How much would that be? What would I do to find that number? Add them up. Exactly. I got a 13.5. I got a 34. I got another 34. And then I got a 13.5. Add them all up, and you should get 95%. So you literally just put a 95 in here. 95. Ba-dum-bum-bum. 95. Is it cool if we do a little jingle once in a while? Thank you. Thank you. Just no singing, Chad. Just no singing. Okay. It says less than 55 or greater than 145. So this is different. I'm going to use like a gold color. So they're saying less than 55, which is like way over here on the side here. And hello. And then way over here it says more than 145. I'm going to tell you that this zone right here, all of this, if you go and look at it, is 99.7%. 99.7%. But I'm not looking for the 99.7. I'm looking for the opposite of that. What would be the opposite of 99.7? Oh, my laptop's all weird. Thank you. I appreciate you. What's the opposite of 99.7? How would I get the opposite? Yep, subtract it from 100%. And I know this is all in yellow, I'm so sorry, but I should get 0.3%. 0.3%. And I need to do one more thing. Good. Okay, are we cool with the pictures? Are we okay drawing the picture to be able to get the answer, huh? Yeah? Yeah? Come on, what's the answer? You're going to say, yes, Chad? No, I just want a yes. Yes, Chad? Is that cool? Okay, cool, thanks. Okay. What's greater than 145 is just this chunk over here. It's almost as if it's half of this, right? And what would be half of 0.3? The heck if I know. So I'm going to pull up Desmo Scientific. Oh, it's right there. And I'm just going to ask, hey, I got 0.3%. I'm going to cut it in half. So let's see if that works. Yeah, look at that. Cool. So it's all come back to the picture, right? Go ahead. Yeah, good? Okay. You tell me, though. I'm doing them. You tell me, and I'm here for you. I want to use a different color, though. So, yeah, I was saying just this half over here. So I'd like take my total that I had, and I just cut it in half, basically. Cool? Any questions? If I jump up and down a lot, is that a good thing? You can't tell on the video, but I'm jumping up and down. Okay, see, yeah. Moving on. Number 14, real quick. Same kind of style. We're going to have to do a little bit of math to get there. So they say find the standard deviation, find the mean, and all that stuff. So we've already done this many times. Let's do the stat crunch thing, of course. And awesome. So we got stat, summary stats, columns, click var1. Let's go ahead and just get everything selected. Compute. So we got a lot of stuff. Sweet. So they say, what's the standard deviation? Boom. Do you think I can copy paste it in there? You think they'll let that happen? Watch, they're going to get angry at me. Paste, bro? Paste? No, blah, 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 blah. Why is it wrong? Because it says 3 decimal places. Oh, isn't that annoying? You want to be more accurate in life? But no, round to 3 decimal places. Okay, are we cool with rounding to 3 decimal places? Excellent, okay. I shouldn't even ask. At this point, though, they're saying blah, 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 empirical rule. Based on this, comment, appropriate empirical rule. So they have this, like, I don't know, picture. It's like a bell curve. Sounds great. I would say that, yeah, it's bell-shaped. So it can be used. So, like, if you're looking at it, doesn't it look like a bell curve that we just talked about? Yes, Chad. That's all I asked for, bro. It's okay. It's okay. Is it because it's after lunch? Yeah. Not an excuse. How about if I brought coffee? Would that make you excited? It would? Okay. I'll think about it. That's okay. And then here's the one. It says using empirical rule, find out what's the weights between this and that. So this is the actual, we need to draw a picture of it and figure out what's going on. Okay, clear all this. I'm going to clear the whole thing. Bye-bye. That was the sound effect of bye-bye. Can I do that again, Chad? So there's my bell curve. And in the middle, they say is this 8, 7, 3. And I'm supposed to add or subtract. They have the 3 decimals from last time right here. The 0.63. So I'm minusing 3.6. And adding 0.36. Hey guys, what do I get when I add or subtract that much? And you just say yes, Chad. Like, I don't know, Chad. You're just going weird on me. Yeah, definitely use a calculator for sure. And I'm going to start writing these. Wow. Okay, pause. Do y'all have this thing called dyslexia? No, I do. I looked at this and I said, how the heck did I get the same answer? Bro, and it hurts, bro, especially on exams, you know, whenever you're like, and it says like you're so wrong, but you're not wrong at all. Ooh, man, that's tough stuff. Okay, so let me add it. 873 plus 036. That's a little different, at least. I want to go back to the homework for a second. It says, what's going on at 8:01 and the 9:45? So, like, I'm going to have to keep going. I'm looking for 8:01 and 9:45. Let's keep going. So I'm going to say, hey, what about the 837 minus the 036? Oh, there's your 8:01. Got it. 8:01. We got it there. And then let's try the other one. So I have the 9:09 plus the 036. Oh, there it is. Look, it's the 9:45. So they're wanting all of this. 2 standard deviations. We've seen this before. Do you remember the answer? 95. Very close, though. Very close. 95. So I'm going to try 95. 95. Oh, we have to do it again? Determine the actual percentages? Time out, time out, time out. This one, we're actually going to have to look at the actual data and stuff. Are y'all okay with the empirical rule side of things? Yes. Thank you. Y'all good, good, good? Yeah, go ahead. Oh, that was the answer to part A. Yep, very good. Good question. That was a great question. Awesome. So it says determine the actual percentage between those two numbers. So what I'm going to do is go back here and literally just find the amounts that are more or less than those guys. Or no, between those two guys. So I'm looking at 80 all the way to 95 essentially. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This will take forever. Oh my gosh, right? So is there an easier way, Chad? StatCrunch. I like StatCrunch. Let's try some StatCrunch. What I can do, I'm giving you the advanced tricks here. If you do data sort, and then you can just, I don't know, select the var1 column, I guess. There you go. So it's all sorted, and I'm looking for things that are between the 801, not 81, the 801 and the 94.5. So that would be this guy and onward. So starting here, and all these down here, and then right here. All the way to this guy. He's inside. But 95 is not. Yeah, what's up? I don't know. No, it's saying just how many do we actually have in there. And so what I'm saying is I have the full amount of all the things except for this one. I don't have that one. And I don't have this one. 2. I'm lacking 2. So what was my total amount was 48. All right, hold up. 48 minus 2. We got 46. 46 of them are between those. 46. I'm going to put that in as my answer. You ready? Here we go. 46, 46, 46, 46. That is false because it's not percentage. It's just 46 numbers, right? So like 46, though, out of how much total? Go ahead and tell me, what is it? 48. It's 46 out of 48, right? And what do I do with those two numbers, 46 and 48? Thank you. I was going to try, my sound effects were kind of loosey-goosey there for a second. Oh my gosh, it looks like 95%. Go figure. So I'm going to put that in. So 95.83, I guess, 1 decimal. So here we go, 95.83, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Boom! Another one? How many more parts do we got? 2 more parts? Am I going to keep going? Yes. 1 yes means yes, Chad. You said yes. You look bored. Did you already do this one? No? Oh, okay. You okay, though? We're going to be okay? Okay. Hi. What's up? Yeah, sure. Oh, the next exam? How about I answer that right after these 2 parts here? because I actually have it pulled up that we'll talk about it. Thank you. Good segue to the next part here. So it says use empirical rule to find out what's going on when more than 909. So I want to go back to my drawing. 909 starts right here, and it says more than. So all this stuff, like this way. So notice that, remember I had 50% going this way, so that's 50%. But then I'm removing this part. And what was that number right there again? You said it last time. 34. 34 right there. So I'm going to go 50% minus this guy right here, minus this 34% to get 16. And then they're going to ask, of course, well, how many are between all these things? Is that okay so far with the picture? I could draw a different color. I think colors are going to be way better. So they're saying from here and onward. So how do I do that? Well, I'm going to say it's the 50, but minus this dude. Is that okay? Okay. So now it says, how many are actually more than 909? So I'm going to go back to StatCrunch. StatCrunch, dun, 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 dun. 909 actually starts with this guy, because this one's below technically. So this one, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello. So then I'm going to go 10 over the total of 48 once again. 20.8 essentially. Pop it in there. 20.8. Bam. Okay, we're done finally. Whew. Yeah. Good. Okay. Can I call it can I say rock and roll? Is it rock and roll? Yeah? You're like, what is that? When you pull out your air guitar, vroom, and then you put it back. But always carry an air guitar with you. Okay, so good though. Good. I'm going to move on now. So let's talk about the exam, right? We just got done with chapter 3. So what's our prospects on exam stuff? Well, actually, exam 1 comes after chapter 4. So we're going to have to, we just got done with chapter 3, and now we're going to have to do chapter 4. And after that, that's when we're going to do the exams, okay? So we still got a bit of time then, essentially. Now, chapter 3 is due next Monday. So basically, we got like a week. But we're already done. So again, if you have questions, you ask me today or tomorrow or the next day or whatever. And I'm here for you. But I'm going to keep moving into chapter 4. Good? So I've been doing chapter 4 work up in my office, you know, trying to get it ready. And it's fun. A lower F fun. Oh, man, you know, you already got my language. You already know what my language says. It's a little F fun, not a capital F this time. Normally, I got to say that it's really a cool concept. And it's so cool because humans are a lot better at doing this than the computer. And I'm going to just be honest with you, okay? So I think the concept's super awesome. The homework is a little bit of a drag because it's asking the same question. I'm not kidding you, like 12 times, and it's just annoying. But we'll get there eventually. Don't think about that right now. Think about the cool concepts and being a cool human, right? So what we're going to talk about right now is correlation. Correlation. Have y'all heard about correlation in other classes? Like maybe like sociology, something like that? Yeah? Then you describe it for me. Here, describe it. They can't hear you. Oh, come on, yell it then. Okay, what's up? I was just going to ask how we ask questions. Not really, no. Yeah, it doesn't. It can't pick it up. Here, you want to test it though? Here, let's test it. It'd be funny. So, just tell me something. What's your favorite color? Did it pick up? A little bit. So let's do some correlation. Can I talk about some correlation, like concepts with you guys? How about this? Okay, I'm gonna say coffee, and you're gonna say cream. I say coffee, and you say what else? Come on, some other things. Sugar. What else? Say that again. Ice. What about donuts? Donuts, all right, maybe like donuts and coffee in the morning, right? Morning. That's another thing I think about when I say coffee. Okay, how about this? So right now, I'm making correlations in your brain. You say coffee, and you think what are all these things, right? Cream, sugar, morning, donuts, and all that stuff. There's a correlation there, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a causality. Just because it's in the morning doesn't mean you're having coffee. Just because you're having donuts doesn't mean you're having coffee or coffee and donuts. Does that make sense? So there's a correlation, but not a causality. Here's another one. I'm going to do the opposite on you. I'm going to say coffee, and the next one I'm going to say is elephants. Right? That's weird. That like, what kind of correlation is that? I would say like none. Really? There's none that makes sense to that one. Here's another one. This one's even better. Coffee, pickles. Oh, you did the face. They don't mix. See, you say elephants and you're just confused, like what? Versus coffee and pickles, and you're just like, ew, right? So there's a different style there. What's going on? You either have a positive correlation where you're like, yeah. You have a negative correlation. That would be like the pickles and the coffee, where you're going like, ugh, right? And then you have no correlation, which I'm going to try to do this here. It's kind of like, eh? That would be like coffee and elephants. You're just confused. You know what I mean? What's up? Oh, okay. We did? Oh, yeah, that's exactly what we're doing here, scatter plots. So there's three different kinds of correlation, and let's talk about it. Now, this is really cool, explanatory, dependent, X and Y. We'll get to that more later. Right now, I just want to do some human awesomeness, okay? I'm going to scroll. You ready? Are y'all okay with the positive, negative, none? Okay, so here we go. Looking at these graphs, I want you as a human, and you don't have to draw it physically, but I want you to draw a line that's best fit, a best fit line. Just do it with your human eyes. Being so awesome, you can do this. I know you can. Let me do it too. While you do it, I'm going to do it, okay? Bam. Look at that. Isn't that the best fit line? That's about where it would be, right? The average, I would say. Here's another one. Wham. Did you know that a computer can't do that without right? But we humans, we can just see it. We just know. How about this one? I'm going to ask, can you draw a line for this guy? Not really. Isn't that question mark? See how negative means down, positive means up, question mark, question mark. I don't even know what to do with there. It makes no sense. And this one here, it has a line, but it's not a linear. See, it says not a line. It's not a straight line. It's like a curve. And so here we're not really, we won't be talking much about that one anyways. But these three are the big important ones, of course, okay? Cool. Good so far? Now, I think they want me to put something in a box, but I totally forgot. So I'm going to say as X increases, I'm going to say Y decreases because it's going down. Here, I'm going to say Y also increases. And yeah, there's nothing to talk about those other guys. So decreases, the more coffee you have, the less pickles, right? Or the more coffee, the more sugar, the more donuts, right? Good? Okay, keep cruising. This is what the computers have to do to figure it out. I'm just gonna leave it for a second there. Look, I mean, we haven't ever done anything crazy like that, but like, would you want to try that? Me neither. And the homework wants you to do one of those by hand, and that is a no. That is a no, and I'm going to show you. StatCrunch will do it for you, which is really nice. Why? Now, I got to say that this is a super important topic, though. The formula means nothing to us, but we definitely have to talk about the concept, okay? So this is called the R value. And I'm going to write here. This is the R value. That's the language for it. That's the name for it. Correlation coefficient. And what it does is it says how good of a correlation it is. It says how good a correlation is. Hello. I'm glad you're here. That's okay. I'm glad you're here nonetheless. So an R value says how good a correlation is. What I like to do it, and this is just Chad right here, I'm going to say it's kind of like a percentage. It's kind of like a percentage of goodness. A percentage of goodness. And when I say percentage, and this is another correlation question, What comes to mind when I say percentage, especially here in a class like this? Maybe like, yeah, a portion. I like that. That's actually synonymous. I love that. What about like a test grade or a quiz grade? Percentages, right? They'll say, oh, I got a 90%. Oh, I got an 80%, right? So we're familiar with these concepts, right? So I'm going to give you, I'm going to ask you questions as we go through all of these, okay? So if you made a perfect score on your test, what would that score be percentage wise? Exactly, 100%. Now I want to translate that into a decimal. And so I want to give it to you because, of course, you're going to see it once I show you. It's 1.0, right? 1.0 is 100%. If you want it in like decimal form, right? So that's perfect. When they say perfect, literally, it's 100%. So far, so good, right? Now, after this, it starts to get not perfect. So here, if I draw the line, again, we're drawing those best fit lines. It's literally all on top of the same thing. But here, you can see the line, but it's off by a little bit. It's not perfect, right? And there's some outliers way over here, maybe. So I want something strong. I want something that would be good, like a good test score, a good grade on a test. You give me, what's a good grade on a test? What would you say it is? 80. I love it. I'm going to call it. I'm going to say it's basically about an 80%. Plus or minus, right? 80 is pretty good. 85, maybe a 70 something, but 80, that's a great score. That's strong. You know what you're doing. You did it. You feeling me on that? All right. Keep cruising. Weak. I'm going to say that's like a bad score. You said it. 60 or lower, that ain't no good anymore. That's no good. Man, you called it exactly. So yeah, thank you. You did it though. That was perfect. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. And that's the thing though. I think we all understand what a good test grade is and what a bad one is, right? 80%, not too bad. 60%, uh-oh. Right? And let me try to draw the line for this. Let me try to draw a line. It's getting more scattered. It's harder for me to draw that line that will represent the whole entire group. Does that make sense? That's a little tougher, okay? Now, all of these have been positive. Now we're just going to go negative in the other, the other direction, I suppose. So notice that, like, oh man, I'm going to try really hard to get this. It's hard for me because it's like upside down. Here we go. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah. Oh, it's close enough. It's good. So it says perfect again. You give me a test score that's perfect. Tell me what it is. 100%. But now because it's negative, we got to twist the mind just a tiny bit. And I'm going to tell you that this is a negative 1.0. Now, we can't get a negative test score in this class. So the negative is telling us something else. It's not about the score, it's about the direction. It's saying downwards. It's the correlation between coffee and pickles. Yeah, exactly the point. That's not good. That's a negative reaction. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, you got it. I'm not going down that road like for the stats class, but yeah, since you're in pre-cal. He's in my pre-cal class too. I didn't even know that until later. You told me. So let's go down the same road that we just had. Again, these are all looking pretty good. I want strong. I want a good score. Exactly, 80%. But now because it's negative, I'm going to say a negative. Yep, exactly. Negative 80%. See, the 80 is still there. It's an 80. It's a strong score. It's just now I'm saying it's going down instead of up. That's all. And the last one, and it just kind of leaving us hanging here. Draw one line for that guy. You can't. And so let's just say you walk into a test, you put your name on it, and then you just start putting random numbers all over the place, right? And what kind of score do you think you're going to get on your test? You're going to get a 0. 0%. You did nothing good. And again, it's just around 0. So this R is telling us how strong of a fit between two things, and if it's negative or positive. Is it a good thing that goes together, like coffee and cream, coffee and sugar, coffee and donuts, or is it like coffee and pickles? Or is it like this guy where I'm just confused? Coffee and elephants. You're like, what does that mean, right? So R is telling us everything we need to know with one single number. Is that cool? Any questions on this guy? Because this is a pretty awesome page here. Oh, yeah. That is, yeah. You missed it at the very beginning. I said we humans are so good at doing this that like we just see where these things go. The calculator has to do all that craziness. We ain't doing that. I ain't doing that in this class. Yeah, exactly. I ain't doing that in this class. That's just crazy. All right. So let's go through some more human concept understanding stuff, right? This is real world application for this stuff. Here we go. And so they're saying that age is down here. This is age for sure. Ooh, I can't even spell age. But then the other side, they don't know what it is. It just says in thousands. So it's supposed to be something blah blah thousands, okay? And this is age, and we're trying to figure out which of these makes sense. So over time, when you get older and older, does your body temperature go down, down, down until zero? That doesn't make sense, right? You see how that's weird? So I'm going to say that's a no. What about age, the older you get, and the balance on your student loans? Does it go down, down until it's about zero? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Right, eventually you pay it off kind of thing? Hopefully. Yeah, age and income. So by the age of 34, are you making $0 now? That don't make no sense. That's wrong. And then age and height. Are you actually getting shorter and shorter to the point you're nothing at all? Exactly. That's the best thing we got from the list. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yep. Is that cool? Are we good with that? I know, right? I know. So it says draw. This is draw a scatter plot for studying time versus GPA. I think is this two different ones? Okay, draw a scatter plot right represent each. Oh, okay. Oh, they got two different ones here. Okay, so we're doing studying and GPA. Now, before we keep going, I got a question. The more you study, the higher your GPA? Kinda. I like that, kinda. Mostly. Mostly. So I'm gonna do my protograph. I'm just gonna put it up here. So the more studying, then the better my GPA, right? And it's gonna probably be something like this. So we're a little bit scattered. Some people don't need to study as much. Some people need to study a lot more. Some, etc. So it's something in the middle. Um, well, they don't until that one class, and then all of a sudden, ooh, I should have been studying. You know what I mean? So it'll come to get them eventually. Oh no, no. Hey, let me tell you, and I'm going to tell you all. I do the homework for this class ahead of time, and I have to get 100. And boy, that is annoying. I'm telling you, I was doing it yesterday afternoon, and I was so like not wanting to do it. It was like 12 of the same questions, and I was like, and I can't. I don't want to put that guy on y'all, but I can't. It's not me. It's not my decision. But I'm doing your homework, okay? I truly am, and making sure that we cover the right topics. Anyways, so it's kind of hard to see all these little dots because they're really tiny. But if you zoom in as best you can, which one's the best one for what we want? Yeah, see those dots here? And yeah, this is the best. See, those are going down. It's really hard to see those dots, and this is just all over the place, right? So that would be no good either. So that's the best. Cool. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. So then the next one's saying the number of hours spent on social networking sites and GPA. So this is internet time, GPA. So tell me what you think. The more internet time, the better your GPA? No? Is it the less opposites? Yeah, exactly. So depending on what's going on, it's probably going to be going down eventually, right? Some people could do it more, some people don't do it at all, but down. So I'm looking for one that goes down, kind of. Which one? Yeah, C. Yep, there it is. You got it. So that's the one. Cool. Any questions on that? Yep. And it's cool because on the homework, oh man, let me tell you. But we're going to learn the concepts, and then that's why I like to go to the homework just to check it out. Because yeah, you're right. So this one's a copy paste from the homework, and see how that has like the StatCrunch button and everything. So at least you kind of seeing what you will see. So we got age and vocabulary size, and this is for like toddlers, that kind of stuff, right? So the older they get, the more words they can say, generally. And so yeah, so it looks kind of like A because it's going up. But then this one's a little bit going up, but it looks a little bit more scattered. This one's also going up, but it's different, and I'll show you why. And that one's down, so I don't like that. So you like A? I like A also, by the way. Does everyone see A is your favorite? But why? Why not? Why not C? What's wrong with C? Maybe. Okay. Okay. Anything? Yeah, you flip the axes basically. If you look at it, your X value is age, and they're saying it's vocabulary here. See, but you're right though. There was something off about it, right? And that's the human aspect that we can still see. There's something wrong here, but you still knew it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, this thing right here, StatCrunch. Yeah, I was just saying it's a copy paste from the homework because they have the StatCrunch button. Yeah, I know it's kind of like, what are you doing with that, Chad? So yeah, what I also want to say is you can use StatCrunch on this, and then you can compare it. I'll show you that here in a little bit. But for right now, we can pretty much just look and see it, without much viewing. Let me just triple check one thing here. Give me a minute. I'm just going back to my notes right quick. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. Okay, keep cruising. Now, it says find the R value. Now, hold up, Chad. Hold up. I don't have that. And see, this is exactly the point where we need StatCrunch. Because there's two options. And humans, I want y'all to tell me, would you rather me figure out how to do that thing? No way. So look, we're going to do StatCrunch for sure. And I'm going to show you the steps, and we'll go super slow right here. I'm going to go to I guess I already have the homework pulled up somewhere. I'm going to pull up StatCrunch. Again, it doesn't matter about the homework right now. I'm just pulling up StatCrunch. And I want to put all these data points in there. Let me do this. A little bit more. Okay, that's good. All right. So no. Let's go back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me put these guys in here. Thank you. That was good. So again, when you go to the homework, it'll already be there. You just click on it, it's already there. So what do we do here, Chad? I'm going to go to stat, regression, and simple linear. Let me try to get off that broke. Simple linear. Yep. So this is the moment. You got to, if you're writing stuff down, this is it. Or if you want to take a picture, that's fine too. So yeah, simple linear. That's where we're going to go. And think about it, like in this class, we're going to try to keep it simple. See how I'm trying to do the memory tools? So like you're in the regression chapter 4, and I don't know which one I'm going to pick. Simple is better. Always simple is the best, okay? Simple linear. And I don't think I've ever chosen something different. I've always done that so far, and it's been fine. Good with this? So when you click it, it has a whole lot of stuff, and most of it you're going to ignore. What we really just need up here is 1 and 2, X and Y, first and second, whatever it is. We've done that before as well. And then you hit compute, and that's it. And you're pretty much done. So I'm gonna hit compute. Are y'all cool with the first and second, X and Y? Here we go, compute. And this is where they give you a information overload, okay? There is so many numbers going on, and we only need a single thing. What was it that we're looking for in this case? The R value. Yeah, exactly. There's so much going on. I'm looking for just a simple, plain, single R, and you can see it right there. R, correlation coefficient. There it is. Exactly. right now, I would say ignore it. We'll come back to that later in another section. So this is the guy that we want. This is our answer right here. And if you want that as a percentage, what percentage goodness are we talking here? What score did you get on the exam? 96%. Is that a good score? Is that a strong score? Yeah, strong. And it's positive. You just said it. It's positive. So let's put that down. So I'm going to say it's a positive 962. I think it says around the 3 decimals. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and you don't have to put the plus sign. I'm just emphasizing that. So that's strong. That's positive. The correlation between age and vocabulary size is positively, strongly connected. The older you get, the more words you can say. At least when you're a toddler, you know. Once we get older, it kind of like levels off. You know what I mean? Because we just already know all the words. There's not that many words to know anymore. Cool. So yeah, out of these, which one would make the most sense? I like strong, and yeah, positive. There you go. Strong, positive. That dude. Strong, positive. Good? All right, awesome. So, oh yeah, of course. All good. I'm all about pictures. So I'm gonna write like a little note down here. Let me write down some notes because I have some notes here in my workbook about this stuff. Okay, you good? So StatCrunch notes. Like, what do I put here? Let me blow this back up here. So what did I say? I said stat regression, simple linear. So that's where we were going. And then I put here var1 for x, and yes, var2. Yep, for y. You got it. And then I said, oh yeah, I'm going to show you this here in a second. On the bottom, there are these little arrow dudes, the arrow buttons, and this guy buttons. And I'll show you that here in a second. Those are buttons. And then at this point, we also need to look for the R value, and it says capital R correlation coefficient, and then it has like the number right there. So there's mostly what I was just talking about. But I want to show you the buttons because going forward, they're going to ask for like what's the graph look like and what's the line look like and all this other little numbers and stuff like that going forward. But are y'all okay with this here? Solid? I like solid. Yeah, please. Whatever you need, man. I'm on page 65 in the workbook. Okay. So let me regression, simple linear. Yep, just the thing we were just doing. See these buttons that's up at the bottom here? See, if you click them, bloop, you can see there's a graph now. And it shows you individual points. If you hover on a point, it'll tell you these points. And you can always go back and forth, see, numbers, graph. So like where we had all the stat, simple linear kind of thing, I just click the buttons at the bottom, bloop, and it just goes right to the second page essentially. So you can hover on a point to see what kind of point it is. That actually helped me on one of the homework questions. It said, what's the outlier? And all I did was I was like, this one guy was sitting all by himself, and I was like, oh, it's that one. It was kind of an easy way to just see that. But here's another one. Yeah, and then you can do the line, and it'll give you the whole equation, and that'll come in, I think it's in 4.2, where it'll say, what's the line equation? It's already done. There's your answer right there. You can get that from page 1. It's actually right here, but it's a little bit more icky. You see those numbers, though, 213 and 334? It's the same here. It's just, it looks better on the graph, honestly. For those of y'all that have had algebra before, do you see the mx plus b kind of thing? It's actually b plus mx, right? But there you go. So now, Oh yeah, right. No, well, here we have no outliers particularly. It would be something like super obvious down here. But I would, talking about it is all, yeah. But you'll see it. No, he's okay. They're actually all pretty close. I mean, like if you see the distance from the line, it's pretty close. If they had one way out here, then oh yeah, that's an outlier. And you will definitely notice, like, because we're humans. We see the outliers really quickly. We just know, that's different. That's not supposed to be there. Okay, good with this? Keep cruising, guys. We're gonna keep cruising. So it says, do it again. Find the graph. Do all the stuff. So I'm gonna click StatCrunch. You got the joke. I was like, come on, why is it not working? Okay, I gotta type it. Okay. Watch out for this one, and it's on your homework. Do you see? You see? It's 335. Mm-hmm. Thank you. That helped. That helped. Good partnership. Are we good with that so far? Here we go. Stat, regression, simple linear. Just the same as what we've been doing. And I gotta say that this one seems a little bit all over the place. I can't just see which graph it is, so I want to use this StatCrunch to help me. Oh, there's a fourth one. Yeah, let's. I'm gonna zoom out here then. Oh, there we go. So 1 and 2, x and y, the first and the second, compute. And I'm going to make this just bigger so we can see it. And I'm going to go to the first thing is this page here. So I'm looking for the graph that makes this happen. Now I'm gonna try to stretch out here, and I'm talking to it so I can still reach it here. Do y'all ever, be honest now, guys? Y'all are humans. Do you ever at night look up and see the stars? Oh no, shrug. Okay, that's cool. I leave in the dark every morning, and so I'm looking up all the time at what got going on. Right. So what I'm going to say is that kind of think of these as like stars, and so you got one, and then you got a little, and then you got ta ta. So we're looking for, yep. And so you got the one, and then it looks like a little. See, I don't know, man. That's pretty close. It's pretty close. We got, yeah, exactly. This one has a dot on the wrong side. This one, it's all messed up. This one's the closest because it has this little kind of thing. What about this guy? No. Okay. I might have typed it wrong, but maybe I typed it wrong or something. No, it's good. No, you're right. It's C. Okay. I'm just trying to make it look perfect. You know what I mean? And it looks like it's not perfect to me. But I guess it's just a scaling issue. Okay. Cool. Making sense. Look at the stars, kind of make the best out of it. Now it says, what's the R value? I'll go back to page 1. Here it is up here. R, bam. Negative 0.804. Now let's pause a second for that guy. 80%, that's a pretty strong score. That's a good score on an exam, right? You got an 80. Woo! Right? But it's also negative, meaning going down. And so they're saying the more time spent watching TV, the less test score you have, right? And so what would I put here? Okay, so we got negative. So is that weak or strong? It's strong. 80% is a strong number, I'd say. And this is where we have to start talking about where's weak and where's strong, right? And this is, I would say again, going back to the 80% is strong, but the 60% is now weak. And this is all just approximating, okay? But what if it can't? So you're going to say, hey, Chad, what if I got a 70? I don't know. That's a tough question. We have ways to determine that, but they haven't come up yet. So far, I'm just going to say, I don't know. We'll see. Are we okay at least saying this 80 and 60, right? They won't give you a 70 yet. Hopefully. Okay, so what does it mean for population correlation? Okay, what do I have for this? Hold on, I got words here. Are y'all good with the 80% strong, negative? Good, good. Okay, okay. So what does this mean? Here, I'm going to write some stuff in. So it says the correlation. That was a terrible spelling. Let me try that again. The correlation is not significant. Significant, and I'll explain it here in a second. And then here, the correlation is significant. Okay, so let's talk about what they're trying to say here. Significant, not significant. I say coffee, you say cream. I say coffee, you say donuts. That's significant. Those are connected together somehow, right? That's that strong correlation stuff. Yeah. Even if I said coffee and pickles, it's an automatic ugh, you know what I mean? But that means there was a connection, but it's like in the opposite direction. It's a you know what I mean? Oh, policeman. Oh, there you go. I didn't hear. I'm sorry. But you're right. So there's a correlation there as well, right? Or coffee in the morning and all this stuff. But again, what if I had said coffee and elephants? That makes no sense, right? So that would say that's not significant. That's you just talking gibberish. You know what I mean? So that's the cutoff point. And so now they've given us a table to go and check to see if it's one way or the other. These are telling me if it's strong or not, based on the n value, based on how many folks we had. So let me show you how to use it. It's very simple. I'm going to go back up. And how many different elements do I have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So I got 6 of them. So I'm going to go down here, and this is my cutoff zone, essentially. Yep. And so they're saying, and kind of think of it. Okay, hold on. I almost have to cover this. I'm going to cover the mic. Do they curve the grade? Do they do a curved grade? They do? They do? Like, if everyone did really bad, then it would be like, it's okay, everyone did okay? Oh, okay, something like that. Okay, so think of it kind of like a curve on a grade, you know what I mean? But that doesn't happen in this class. I tell you that. This doesn't happen in this class. Just want to remind you. Okay, so anyways, like we were saying, okay, this is the cutoff line here for strong or not strong. For you did really good or you didn't, okay? And it changes depending on how many people are in it. Notice the 70 right there? So 70 would be that cutoff line between good or not good on your test score. Well, here, they're saying that the cutoff line would be 81, essentially. Well, what I got was 815. That was mine. If you go back up, oh, we got 804. What? Okay, hold on. I got 815 on my notes. I'm going to double check my math. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 95, 90, 80. Oh, look. I was wrong. I messed up. Okay, let me start over. Okay, does that happen to you guys? Sometimes? Okay. Well, now I feel kind of silly. I was going too fast. But there we go. Now, back to my stars. Does this look like my stars now? Does this look a little bit better on my stars? Okay, cool. Like you see the Little Dipper? No, or whatever. So, and there we go. See, it was all for a purpose. So 815 still strong, right? Still everything else is fine. And now they're saying, is it strong enough? And I'm saying that I had the 815, and I'm going to compare that with the 811. And this one's bigger. Therefore, it is strong. It is a good test score, I guess you can say. Strong, significant. Sorry, y'all were writing in pencil, right? It was pencil you use? Is that a pencil? Oh, you got digital. Oh, you're fine. Yeah. Basically, mine is bigger than the other one. And therefore, I follow this formula. It says right here, R is bigger than the critical. So I say it is significant. Strong, significant, it's good test score. But we already knew that. But just looking at it, didn't you know that? 80%, that's a great score. We love it. Just wanted to say, humans, we know what we're doing. Is that okay? There will be like 2 or 3 questions on the homework which say, compare with this table, and they'll give you the table every time. It's not the big deal. You already know the answer before you even get there. I know it, so you'll be fine. Cool? Any questions? We're going to keep going then. So we got this big one. I want to do it with you. I think that's like part B of the same thing, and then we're technically done. So this is the last big problem of this section. So before I jump in, and I mean, I love just jumping right in, blah, 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 it actually gives you the answer already. Oh. You don't know how many times on the homework I'm just going through like, yeah, get the answer. Oh, it's already there. So that's nice. So they're saying right now that I have an R of 3244. You know what that says? It says 32%. Is that good? No, that's not. That's weak. Is what that looks like to me. That's a weak score. And then they said, we'll compare with this table graph over here. See if it is weak or not. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it is 10. Oh, right there. They said it. So 10. Yeah, they're saying, hey, you need to make a 60 in order to pass this test. You know, we got the curve on the test, let's say. And if you wanted to pass, you needed to make a 60. We didn't make that. We weren't even close. So there. Yeah, so this is weak. This is not significant. But you already knew that. You feeling me? You already knew. Looking at 32%, you already knew. I failed. Or rather, that failed. That test failed there. You're not failing. You're doing a great job out there. Okay. So already I kind of know what's going on there. Oh. Like that was the answer. Like that. This is a new question. There you go. Hold on. Sure. Are y'all okay with that? That was all we had to do. It was just multiple choice essentially. We good? Go ahead. Yeah, I know. The answer was basically it's weak. It's not significant. That was it. You got a 32%. It doesn't work. It's not good enough. Cool? Cool. Good. Good. Okay. Okay. So brand new question, and it's going to say, hey, what does the graph look like? What's my R value? All that stuff. So let's go in through StatCrunch once again. And this is the last one, I think, in the workbook. And after this, we'll just go to the homework real quick and get done with whatever we can to get done with. At least you don't have to type them manually whenever you do your homework. So, stat. Where are we going after this? Yep. Stat. Regression. Yep. Exactly. Yep. Regression, simple linear. The first one, second one, and then compute. Yep. Nothing else to do there. Just hit compute. Let me just make it bigger. Okay. So I want to look at the stars again. Whoa. Let's time out for a second here. That line, they're trying really hard, but that line looks like junk. It looks like junk. So that's okay. And if I'm looking at it, just to me, this one looks like an outlier right here, right? He's like way out there. If you weren't there, it would look a lot better. Anyways, matching up the stars. What do we got? What's the best star lookout? Yeah. Yeah, we got a pair, and we got a little guy and one way up high. A pair, one guy down low, and way up high. Yep. It's like the stars. Oh, I go out at night and look at the stars. My R value, as expected, is really low. Yeah. And so if it were 3 decimals, 102. Yep, you got it. 10%. So these 4 test points, they went into the tests and they made a 10%. That's terrible. And I mean, we looked at the graph; it was not good at all. So weak, no good, etc. We good with that? That would be, yeah, that would be right here. The 0, 1, 2. I just can't fit it in there. Very good. Very good. Um, so they say, hold on. So this is on the homework. It says, do it with an additional data point. So they want me to add something else on there. I would say if this is on your homework, just as you see it, you will have to do that part manually. It'll be like a big long list. You just do it manually. No big deal. Stat, regression, simple linear all over again. Copy paste. Compute. Make it bigger. Shroop and whoop. Now this is different. Notice we had our little grouping of stars, and then we got this one guy way, way out there. You like D? Yeah, I like D as well. Looks really good. And it, like, the line, it looks a little bit better now. Let's go and check out, not that. Let's go check out, oh. Suddenly with this new point, I got 87% all of a sudden? So hold on. I went from a 10%, and then I added one little dude, and now I got an 87%. Is that kind of weird? So here's the thing. There's going to have to be a question here in a minute. I bet something about outliers or something like that, and we're going to figure out what they're wanting. But it should be really weird to you to go from a 10% to an 87 over one data point. That's kind of weird. So here we go. Last ones. It says the effect of the additional data point. So what did that do? I went from, again, that 10% to an 87%. So what would you say is the right answer here? Say it again. A, the additional strengthens. Yes, there it is. You got it. Strengthens. And it says, explain why we should use scatter plots and stuff, or why correlation should always be with them. That's an interesting question. I don't know what do you think? That's what I got also, because they're talking about the outliers. If you go back to the graph, it looks like our little star cluster, and then all of a sudden, way out here, outlier, right? Way, way out there. So that's an outlier, and it's basically saying, hey, that's no good. Is this okay? Cool? Any questions? I'm here for you guys, really. Okay, so now we're going to go to the homework a little bit. Yay for homework! Ba-da-ba-ba. Homework time! Da-da-da-da. So let me pull up the homework right quick. We're going to do some of this together. 4.1, and I just want to cruise around. We can always do some more of this next time. I just want to see what we have on there. Okay, whoa. I'm going to pause right quick. I literally just pulled up the homework 4.1, and the very first question goes, boom, be ready. You can only answer this once. Okay, so we got to be careful when I answer this one. So in a scatter diagram, we got a lot of blah, 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 and we got a lot of blah, blah, blah. Right? So like I don't know what they're trying to say. This is why we have the workbook, right? We're looking for some kind of definition. So scatter diagram, we got something horizontal and something vertical. Horizontal and vertical. Let me go back to the beginning and see if I can find something. So go back to the beginning, and we get here we go, beginning. X and Y, that's the horizontal and the vertical. And notice that they got these names, these terms. So let's see if those are part of my answers. Oh, there we go. Explanatory was the X, and then response. Yep. Oh, there it is. The response. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna call it. This is it. Final check. Oh, good. Yeah, what's up? As an algebra person, you would appreciate that. I know. I don't know why. They want to be cool. Someone got paid to do this. Different. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Mm-hmm. So we've seen this one before, right? That was on the workbook, and I know that those dots are really hard to see, but yeah, there you go. Keep cruising. Let's see what else we got. Um, what are they wanting? Oh, this is like what I was talking about, the coffee and pickles, coffee and donuts. So it's saying that we got outside temperature and number of people wearing coats. So would you say it's positive, negative, or none? Negative. So the more temperature, the less coats. The hotter it gets, the less people are wearing stuff, right? So it's the opposite of one another. So doctors and administrators. So the more doctors, the more staff folk, essentially, right? To manage them and tell them where to go, what to do. The size of your TV and your heating bill, not just your electric bill. No, no, no. I'm saying heating. So that might be gas even. So your gas bill and the size of your TV? Right. It makes no sense. Those are like, huh? That's like coffee and elephants. That doesn't make any sense together. Is this okay? So that was a cool little problem. I like that problem. I think that was number 3. That was number 3. Yeah, question 3, 4.1. Yep. So this one's just throwing the scatter plot thingy again. I'm not too worried about that one. I want to see some harder questions. I want to see something I haven't seen before, okay? So I'm going to keep cruising. If you want me to do it, I can. You got to tell me, though. Does this look like a, hey, Chad, go ahead and do that one? 4.1, you got it. 4.1. You want me to do this one? Yes or no? No? So yeah, again, just stat crunch, R value, not a big deal. Same thing here. They're saying if it's critical, but notice right here, they're already telling you the answer. They're already telling you the answer. So let's do this one. I want to show you what this one looked like. So this is number 6, and they want you to pull up this table. So which one of these am I supposed to put in that box? Well, if you look, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So I'm looking at 8. This guy right there. Yep. So here we go. Yeah, 707. And then they're going to compare the 888. So you got an 88 on the test, and you're supposed to pass it. You only needed a 70. So did we pass it? Did we get significant something? Yeah. So, okay, I'm saying, is there a correlation? Is there something good going on here? Yes. It's one of these guys. So which one am I going to pick, A or B? Oh, right there, I have a negative. No, isn't that a positive? So R is positive, and it's less than that. Oh, okay. Did it say negative somewhere? Oh, D. Positive, greater. There we go. I was totally off. I'm so sorry, guys. Y'all keep me straight. What's up? Uh, yeah, it happens. It happens. I know. Okay, cool. Good? Keep cruising. Multiple choice, not too worried about it. Keep cruising. I want to see what else we got. This one's just matching up. So I'm saying, hey, I got these R values. Which scatter plot do they match up with? Let me get this out the way. So we got these 3, and which one matches up? What about this guy? What would you say? Which of those numbers over here matches up with this one? It's like all in a perfect line, though, isn't it? So what's my percentage? What's my score on the test? 100% even. 96 is pretty darn good, but like this is like, I know, right? I know it's hiding there. You're right though. You're looking for something really good, and I would say this one's literally perfect. Yes, it is. Yep. I gotcha. I gotcha. So you get the point here, right? You're just matching them up. We're good. We've already done that, right? We're good at we're good humans with that. We can do that. Oh, I'm skipped ahead. Sorry, we're behind. We did that one. We talked about it. Okay, here we go. Draw a scatter plot, do the correlation, determine if there's So we've already done this. So this is the stat crunchy stuff again. And they say, what's the graph look like? What's your R value? We already did that. I'm not worried about it. I want to see something else new. Okay, so we got these critical things again. So they say that we got an 85. And if I go to the table, I think they said for 30. You see how they said for 30 different nations? You have to scroll way down. So all I needed to pass this test was a 36%. That's the curve on it and stuff. Oh man, you're reminding me. I got to get done here in a minute. So 36. Oh, you're good. So yeah, a 36 is all I needed. I got an 85, so we're good to go. Yes, greater. Boom. Are we good with that? So what does that mean? It's greater. It's awesome. Oh, something cheated on the exam. No, we're not talking about that. Is that okay? All right, cool. We only got a couple more. I just want to look ahead. So this one looks about the same. Same stuff. I'm just looking for something crazy looking. So it looks like a lot, but I think all they're doing is saying this is an X and this is a Y. I think the names are just there for no reason. Like you don't really need to worry about those. We can come back and do that if you want me to. I don't mind. This is probably going to be, yep, same thing. X's and Y's. They're just making it look funny. That's all. And then we already saw that one from the workbook. So cool. Good to go? I can. Which one? 33? So I don't have a lot of time. Can I do it next time? Or can we start with that one? You're going to remind me, right? Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording. So cool.